Hey, my name is Dalton Galloway. I'm speaking about a problem that keeps many people who want to skate away from their skateboard. The main thing that I would like to touch on is how people act and their personalities. Back in the 2000s, when skating was becoming very popularized, it was because the freestyle wave of skating was ending, and bowl and street skating was becoming more and more popularized. People had always thought that surfing was cool. Bowl skating was very, very similar to surfing. People started expanding their skills, doing what they felt, and loving the art of skateboarding. But as it grew, people started doing it, but not because they wanted to skate. They wanted to be seen as cool by other people. They would buy a board, all of the clothes that made them, quote unquote, look like a skater, but they would never step on that board. They would tell people that they could do all these tricks. In reality, they could never do a single one, and they had never even tried to do the trick. People that did stuff like that, they would be called posers by people who actually liked skating. Time went on again, and since people that owned a board for the look didn't know how to skate, if you started learning how to skate and you actually wanted to skate, not to look cool, not for the attention, you would still get called a poser. You wouldn't get called a beginner, you would be called a poser. You never claimed to do any crazy tricks. You just wanted to skate on your board and maybe even progress and learn those tricks. This is so toxic because it makes people not want to touch their board ever, because if they do, they were going to get bullied. Now, all beginners are called posers, even to this day, and the people who are so involved with how good a beginner is, to the point of calling them a poser and demotivating them, bro, they don't even skate for fun. They skate chasing tricks that they think looks cool, which will make them even more of a poser than the beginner that tries to have fun and skates for fun. Personalities would vary in so many ways. A real skater didn't really talk about being a skater, but a quote-unquote poser would gloat about how good they are, try to sound like they know what they're talking about, and they would just lie. And mainly what I'm trying to get at when I bring this up is that there's a big difference between intent and action. Despite skill level, writing and persisting in what you were doing, but a poser, most of the time, would treat it like a fashion accessory, carrying it everywhere but never even standing on the board. It gets worse, in my opinion, when people put some fake scratch marks on their board. I also want to touch on the media. Media influenced skateboarding a lot, especially in the way of quote-unquote posers. The only way for a poser before the media to actually be a poser was to go to a real deal skate park. They would actually learn the tricks, or they would have to read a magazine. When media was released, clips were posted, which means there was variety, and you would only see the best of the best skaters and the stuff they wore, the tricks they would repeat, the way they talked. And this also started a point where skaters would chase tricks for the media instead of actually skating to skate, which takes us back to a poser who wasn't a horrible skater. It's so much more inspirational to see people doing what they feel and what they want to do, instead of seeing someone do what they think is cool. My favorite skater ever is Mitchy Brusco. He has one of the best brains in skating right now and one of the best to ever do it. He spams, and I mean spams, one of the easiest tricks there is to do, called a shove it. He thinks they're super fun. It's the only reason he does them. He thinks they give a great way to feel out the ground and that they are the best trick. And even though he can do a lot of harder stuff and is the only person in the world to ever do the 1260, he loves to shove it. He does what he feels. He still battles tricks and does different stuff, but he does that because he's hungry for the trick, not because he wants to, post it on social media, post, whatever. My bad for ranting right there. Clothing. When clothing comes to skating, for me, it's different than most people. I still try to wear good clothes. Most of the time, I'll wear some beat-up shoes, but they're still good for skating. The more I skate that day, the more layers comes off. I'll pull up to the skate park with a hoodie, maybe even a scarf on top of it. And I'll take off the hoodie after like 30 minutes. I'll take off the scarf after like 30 minutes. Not in any direct order. but I can't really skate with a scarf. I have a special guest, and I'm going to be asking him some questions. His name is Brandon. Anytime you've ever met a real poser, is there a common trend with what they're wearing? Bro, stop laughing.
I gotta laugh, bro, because like for sure, like bro, walking advertisement, bro. So tell me, like, how you gonna have Empires, Cookies, DC, Echo, Polar all in the same fit? Like, come on, like, at least like make it look like you got some bit of individuality, but I don't know. A lot of people just really do like the culture, and ain't nothing wrong with that. But somebody who, as somebody who really does skate, you can really tell if somebody's just copy and paste, like the swag, especially, bro. Like, cause there are real skaters who got real swag, bro. But there are other people, again, bro, who look like walking billboards, bro.
Yeah.
Walking billboards, bro.
Do you dress differently based on when you're going to skate?
Bro, yeah, like overly different. It's crazy because like if I'm not skating, like I'm popping out. I'm popping out. But if I'm skating though, like I really like to think about more of just like what I'm putting on my knees and stuff like that. Bro, we don't skate in shorts, bro. We do not skate in shorts.
Like Naja.
Nah.
Like Naja.
Yo, Nigel be wildin', bro. He be wearing shorts jumping down 10 stairs.
30.
Frick. Word too.
That's how he broke his neck.
His head. Bro, no, bro. We putting on a pair of pants. We putting on a good pair of cushion shoes. You know what I'm saying? Make sure we got some good insoles, bro. Nike SB. You know what I'm saying? When they gonna sponsor me? You know what I'm saying? And I don't like skating in the hoodies. I don't like skating in the hoodies. I like to feel light. I like to feel light when I'm on my board. So nothing that's in the way at all.
At a base level, how do you see clothing affect poser culture when it comes to skating? Like, what do you think makes people like, what do you think makes someone want to be like, oh, I skate, but they don't actually skate, and then they want to wear the clothing that comes with quote unquote skating?
What makes people want to do that?
Yeah, like, what do you think makes someone who isn't skating, and they say they are, then they wear all the clothes, they do all this stuff, never gets a scratch on it?
Bro, it's the swag, bro. Like, let's be for real. Like, skaters are one of the coolest people in history, bro. Like, there's a long list of people, like top 10 people. Like, and as far as this generation, bro, we're come on, bro. Like a lot of the new swag, a lot of the old swag. Where do you think it came from, bro? It came from us.
Yeah. Okay. How does the way you dress affect the way you skate?
It affects everything. Like I was just talking about feeling light. Like if I feel like if I don't want to feel like I'm weighted.
Well, you say that you want heavy pants. So what is?
Like heavy as in just pants that just cover my knees, bro.
Oh,
Yeah, like I don't want to fall and have my whole knee bleeding. Oh, I'm looking at my knee, it's bleeding. Like that, it'll just hurt too much. It'll
like
just.
you see what Wavy has, the his low profile thing, his low power.
Oh yeah,
Like, skating gear.
yeah.
I kind of want that.
No, I ain't gonna lie, that's tough. Shout out
Yeah.
Wavy, shout out Wavy.
Hey, I really appreciate you watching. It took a lot, not a lot of effort per se, but a lot of thought, because it's something that I've been very passionate about and I've thought about it for a long time. So I appreciate you diving into my brain, as weird as that sounds. I appreciate it.